when the fucking Manson family...
Oh, that looks so weird.
Big, massive, fat lobby sticker,
That's funny. That's Australian culture.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Do a little dance.
And then my account gets suspended.
Yeah.
The Skeptic and the Dude podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 34 of The Skeptic and the Dude.
Yeah, man. What the fuck? 34. I had to think about that for a second. 34. I was like, really?
I was about to say 32, but I remember that was
I thought it was 33 for a second.
33. No, that's because I think we seem to get these done really early in the week. It feels like, shit, we're not really doing a whole lot. I know last week with Nick, we'd filmed that on Tuesday, and that didn't come out till Thursday. And now we're a day late with this one, but that's okay. But sorry about that, guys. Joel just had the shits really bad yesterday.
Yeah, really bad, man.
His arsehole was exploding. It's like, sorry, Brown, I'm not going to be able to make it today. My arsehole's exploding.
Exactly, man. I just couldn't leave the bathroom. It was a dodgy, you know. If I sat here for 1 hour, you know, something could go wrong, and you just don't want.
Yeah, but
you don't want to risk it.
That's right. I mean, at least I wouldn't be able to smell anything, but maybe just the sound of it might turn listeners off. So, you know, we're thinking of you guys at the end of the day. You know, we don't want to be having you dry reaching at everything. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Unless you're set with a bucket or something.
True. Or I had like adult diapers or some shit.
Like what the fucking gamers do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, but it might be so bad that they can actually smell it though through like, you know.
Yeah, you never know. Like that psychology. Like, oh, I can imagine what that would smell like.
Yeah. It's just.
Fuck, man. But how are you feeling today, though? How are you feeling today?
Yeah, much better, man. It's just yeah. You know, and a lot of that wasn't. Well, I thought it was gastro, but like it was more induced by something else. It was more of a panic attack I had the night before, which I didn't know was one, but I do now, and you know, went saw a doctor and stuff. It's not corona, people, so you don't have to worry about it.
Thank God.
Yeah, but it was just it was a panic attack, and then kind of just made me sick the next day from all the stress that kind of went from it. So.
Yeah.
Oh, it was interesting stuff.
I looked in that when you told me that. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then, how, because the panic attack, it puts all that stress on the digestive system, and then it can cause it to, go into overdrive. But you're thinking that, you were saying before we started recording that you think that might have also been a panic attack that time a few months ago when we were out at the pub, and you were feeling lightheaded. You're thinking...
Yeah, because, you know, from what I experienced, like, 2 nights ago, you know, and then I did more research into it, and then it kind of adds up and makes more sense now, because, you know, that time at the pub, it was like, you know, Corona was kind of fresh, so that was already scary, and then, you know, I had an energy drink in the morning, and then I only started having sips of beer, or whatever, but then that thing probably came across my mind thinking... oh no, you're not meant to do this. You're gonna fucking die now. And then it kind of like, and I found, it kind of just put my body into this shock mode, made me very present. And I found out it probably is it because when I looked at it, they said something you can get tunnel vision, and that's basically what I got.
That's what happened to you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because everything kind of closed in, so you get tunnel vision. You start shaking, you start sweating, sometimes, you know, and then
shit.
That was everything that happened to me. So then when we had the blood test, you know, and then your dad checked like my pulse and everything was fine, you know, by everyone. But I still felt like I was gonna like fucking pass out, you know, and something bad was gonna happen.
That's it. It's a very internal kind of feeling, and it's hard to kind of show that on the outside when it's, you know, it's very much inside you. But yeah, because that day was like. Because I remember, you were saying, you know, I've had a bit of alcohol, I've had an energy drink, that's all I've had, and I thought, oh, okay. But I was thinking, like, hey, man, you've had, like, 2 sips from that beer. I'm thinking it's more of, you know, it's that, you know, the feeling that something might happen, Did you have diarrhea the next day after that at all?
I felt sick.
You remember?
The next day. Well, actually, no, I felt sick for the rest of the day. I do remember that. Okay. Like, I felt very sick for the rest of the day. Like, I just felt horrid. But, yeah, but then the reason why I'm thinking it could be the similar thing is because this time it happened at night at like 12, and then I didn't sleep for the rest of the day. And then that day was the day that we're going to record the podcast. So that ongoing feeling after a panic attack was still sitting with me, so if that makes sense, for the rest of that day. So then, I had to see a doctor, and I had to take some pills to like calm down and fucking chill out, because I couldn't sleep or anything, because I was just scared that some shit was going to happen, like corona or something, but just because of the, everything that's going on in the
constant
news.
shit. Yeah, exactly, and the uncertainty and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, while we're on that subject, guys, welcome to Zoom again. I mean, we were thinking last week, when we filmed that episode with Nick, that was on a Tuesday, I think like the day or 2 days before the next lockdown happened.
Closing down, I think.
God damn,
I think that
man.
was the day.
No, it was the day before, I think, because that Tuesday we filmed it, we were like, hey man, looks like we could be going into lockdown soon. Sure enough, it was the next fucking night.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
that was right.
Yeah, get used to this format, guys.
It sucks. Yeah. Oh, no, Zoom sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Zoom, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. I like Zoom. But, I'm looking into other things, trying to figure out what other things we can use that's not Zoom, because I'm just sick of Zoom, and I don't know if anything else will do anything better.
Yeah, well, that's
it'll
the
probably
thing.
just be the same thing.
Yeah. What, were you telling me there was another type of Zoom, Skype type of thing that's better?
Yeah.
I think you were saying that Austin uses? Yeah.
Yeah. Austin uses this thing called Whereby, I think it's called. It used to be called Appear In, I think, but it's called Whereby. And from what I've looked at, it's very good. Like, it can be very good, very secure. It's very video based.
Right.
Apparently, so the quality of your video will be better. I don't know about the audio, but we're recording it externally anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And from what I've seen from that, the only downside is I think you have to pay to record sessions.
Okay. Right.
But I don't know if it's better than Zoom, because I've seen so many people say it is better. But what makes a thing better? We're still going to have delays, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
So, and I guess that's really the only problem that we have, is we're not seeing each other in person. So what makes a thing better?
Yeah, well, I think the delays is really the only that's the major issue we've had, I think. But I feel like through doing it so many times, I think we're starting to get better. I mean, like, I think we've done. I think, after the first few episodes of the podcast we were on here, we did like 15 episodes on here, and we managed to survive in the end and work out how to do it. And I think that episode with Lani, like, I think that was when we'd really mastered it. That was when we had, like, we were also filming externally on our cameras. Bit difficult now, because it's not like I'm gonna, hey Joel, I'm just gonna, head to your house and, break rules and that. But
and you still can't go out for a drive. Like, for learners.
Can't you?
Learners can't go drive. No.
Yeah, okay. Because I think they're going.
Still can't do it.
I think we're going into stage 4 now. That's what they're doing the next few days. I'm not sure what that entails, but yeah, it'll be harsh than what it is right now. And also, while we're on that subject about going out and stuff, it never ceases to amaze me how many people refuse to wear a mask.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Like, and especially in the US, like, you see the montage of the Karens and all those fucking people like, no, it's my right, I don't have to wear this mask into this shop or whatever. Like, okay, well, if you haven't got a mask, you can't come in. Hey, that's my right. I think the problem with American citizens is the vast majority of them, they put their rights before their responsibilities, Like, they don't, is this going to affect my rights? How is this going to affect my rights? How can I use this right to better myself? Whereas a responsibility is, okay, you go outside, you have to wear a mask. But so many refuse because they think they have the right to not wear. I mean, even Donald Trump, when he went to, I think earlier in the week, he went to this nursing home and was seeing all the old people there, and he had to wear a mask in front of them, and he completely contradicted himself. He went, hey, you know what? It's actually not a bad idea to be wearing these masks. I'm like, yeah, that's what we were saying from the start, you fucking idiot. It's like... Wow. And then all these people saying, "Oh, I'm a right-loving person. It's my right to not wear one." Okay, if that's the case, then you don't get to go out. You don't get to go here. I remember there was one Karen who was like, "Oh, I I can't wear a mask because I have a health condition. If you have a health condition that prevents you from wearing a mask, then you shouldn't be out there,
Don't go
motherfucker.
outside.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't go outside.
oh.
Yeah. Oh, I do
fucking
understand that masks can be very uncomfortable, but like this mask I've got here that I gave Brandon one. It's fucking comfy. Like this little thing here. It's
cushioned well.
It's so comfy. Yeah. Like all you have to do is just take the time to look for one. Like those other ones are very shit, but this one like it stretches. It doesn't like strain anything. It just kind of sits. Yeah, you don't have to go around the whole
circumference of your head, and it's also got a little muffler on that help you breathe. Yeah, well,
yeah, exactly.
Now for people who find those,
well.
yeah, exactly. So if anyone finds those uncomfortable, well, another option, which apparently is said to be better than a mask because it covers your eyes as well, is a face shield. My dad picked some up from Bunnings the other day, and it's basically you look like you're going to go out and do some welding. It's basically what it makes you look like.
Oh, you mean those visors?
Yeah, so it's this massive face. So it's a face shield that you strap to the back of your head, and it's got little cushions there, and then it just goes right down like this and covers like the whole,
Does it cover here or is it open there?
I'll go get it.
Because I'm starting to think it's one of those ones that you use to when you like cut things like metal wise. Because, guys, I used to work at a steel fabrication place, so I'm just thinking it could be one of those. Because, I don't know, it could be good. But, yeah. We'll have to see what he's talking about. Guys, he's not here, we can talk shit about him.
You fucking dog.
Oh,
what'd you
he's
say,
back.
So, what we've got here is it's called a face shield designed for like direct splash protection, but the CDC were actually recommending these because what they do is this is it. It's got a bit of foam there, so I put that over my forehead, and it manages to cover a pretty good, dead on stuff. Not so much under here, but the thing is because it covers your eyes as well. But this would be good to wear that as well as a mask.
And a face mask.
Exactly, yeah, because you've got, 2 holes in your eyes, fucking ears and everything else, so, there's always ways of it getting in. But yeah, so these are a pretty good thing.
Those do look a lot like the things I used to use at the steel fabrication place, except the ones I had were a bit more full on,
heavy-duty type
I'd
stuff,
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those ones I even have the rest of it around, so this comes up, and then you're blind when this is down. Yeah. Good fun.
Yeah. Have that and a mask would be pretty useful, I reckon.
Yeah. So I haven't had to go out in. I don't think I've been out since I caught up with Billy last week on the last day before we weren't allowed to go out. That's the last time I've been outside. But yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got to have a fun little ISO birthday.
Yeah, so what's your birthday? The 24th of July, is it?
26. 26, bro.
26, cunt. Fuck, okay. That's 12 days away.
So happy birthday to me, guys.
Happy birthday, bro. Yeah.
Thanks, man. Nah. Shit. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. I don't know if I should do something over Zoom or I should do something over fucking...
Over what?
Don't know.
Zoom or Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom. I was gonna say Facebook,
yes,
but
sir.
That's fucking worse.
Well, I like a live stream on Facebook.
No, not a live. I just mean as in like FaceTiming people, so I can talk to people.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think you could do a Zoom party. We just get us all on there. We could,
Yeah.
Everyone brings their drinks and stuff, and
and we can do this. Hang on, we can do this little thing. The thumbs up. The little thumbs up.
And if anyone pays money for like the expensive version, then they can, they can do a whole bunch of emojis.
Yeah, everyone can do the clapping emoji. Yeah, in the corner, the little clapping emoji when everyone's sung happy birthday. That'd be fucking.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That's so sad, but it's so funny at the same time.
Oh man.
But yeah. Someone pays for the package. They get the little balloon emoji.
Yeah.
Just put it in the corner. Oh my
it's like, hey,
God.
Joel, I want to share a beer with you. cheers emoji. You know.
Yeah.
You know. And it's like, hey Joel,
Yeah.
want another beer? Yeah, sure, man. All right, better go to your fridge and get one. And it's like, hey, anyone else want a beer? Yeah, sure. All right, get off your ass
Go
and
get
get
it yourself. Go get it yourself, you
That's
fucking
it.
lazy fuck.
That's it, man.
What are your legs painted on, you fucking...
Uber Eats it, you lazy prick.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, I've got a story I want to share with you, Brandon. I haven't told
Fuck
Brandon. I haven't told anyone yet. It's a little bit of a funny story. It's to do with the panic attack thing that happened to me. So,
All right.
after I've had this panic attack and I've woken Mum up, it's about 1 a.m. And, we're just kind of having a Milo and trying to, figure out what's going on. So, we're like, all right.
Milo,
we'll
perfect
take some...
drink to cool down.
Exactly. It was a kind of a warm Milo as well.
Okay, lovely.
Which is pretty nice. But I had a nice warm Milo, just kind of sat there for a bit. So we kind of tried to calm down for about an hour. So then, say it's about 2 a.m. now. And then she was talking about maybe my nose could be starting to block up a little bit. Okay. You know, sorry, I thought I saw a bat in a cave for a second. I was like, oh shit. But yeah, no, thought my nose was starting to block up. Maybe that could be a thing, or just put some stuff like Vicks or something on my chest to clear up,
clear those.
Everything, just so I can breathe properly. And we didn't have any Vicks, but we had this thing called Tiger Balm, right?
Oh, okay,
and
yep.
Apparently that's 3 times stronger than Vicks. So I was like, all right. And then Mum gave it to me. She goes, here, go scoop it out. So I scooped it out, put it on my chest, put it on my throat and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm still kind of in panic mode. And I was like, all right, yeah. So I put this Tiger Balm on. And then just started talking to Mum for a little bit. I had a drink of water. Then I went to the bathroom and came back. And then Mum's like, oh, do you feel anything yet? On your throat? Because, it'll start feeling a bit hot. That's how it works. It starts. It's like a weird hot sensation. And I was like, I started thinking about it, and then I started feeling really, really hot in the wrong place. I started feeling a burning sensation somewhere else. That's not my throat or my chest. Yes, if you're thinking my cock and balls. Yes.
Oh, I was going to say asshole, but I was going to let you say it before me. It was one of those. Was it the asshole or the cock?
Because when I went to the bathroom, I took a piss, and since I was in panic mode, I didn't realize, and I haven't washed my hands. So the Tiger Balm went
is on your hands.
Went on the ball area.
Oh,
and I've walked down, and she goes, oh, do you feel anything on your throat yet? And I'm like, and I just feel this sudden burning sensation in my crotch. And I'm like, I don't think I washed my hands when I went into the bathroom. And she goes, what? And I'm like, I feel a burning sensation, not in the right place. And she started pissing herself laughing, she was in tears of laughter.
Christ.
And I'm just kind of, this is about 2:30 a.m. right now, and I'm kind of going, oh my god, we have to be quiet as well, and I'm kind of dying because
not the right time to have your balls on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, can you get something for me? And she goes to gives me a face wash or something, and I'm just and I turned to her and I said something like this. I'm like, I can describe the sensation. It's like you had too many fisherman's fucking, what are they called? Those
fisherman's
peppermint
friends.
Fisherman friends. Yeah, it's like I had 1,000 of those and put it on my nuts, man. That's what it felt like. And
insane.
Yeah, and I was just freaking out. I was like, oh my god, and it was just the worst sensation, but it was really funny.
Because it could take your mind off the panic, I guess.
Yeah. And then we're joking about how it's kind of like Jackass. But then I had a shower and then obviously washed everything off and made it so much better. But yeah, it was just funny because she's like, oh, do you feel anything yet on your throat? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, hang on. I'm like, hang on a second. Why is this suddenly tingling? I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And then I was like, that's really tingling. That's hot. What the fuck? And I'm like, oh my god. I just realized that I've touched my ween.
With some fucking Tiger Balm.
With some Tiger Balm, which is 3 times stronger than Vicks.
Yeah. Because a lot of massage... That just made me think of something. Because a lot of massage places, massage parlors and that, they use Tiger Balm oil. And and I've had that on me before. And after a while, it burns the skin a bit. That burning sensation. But then I thought... What about people who get happy endings massages? Do you think, how often do you think it happens when they're using Tiger Balm on their body and they go, want happy endings? And they go, yeah, sure. Yeah, $200, so you hand them $200.
That's the ultimate revenge. that's the because they wouldn't know because they're like, you want happy ending, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, or they ask the person, they go, all right, and then since that they're an absolute asshole for even asking that for that kind of thing, then they just kind of rub some Tiger Balm on the shaft, maybe a little bit under the tank,
man. Yeah.
and let it go. But and I was just thinking to myself, I was just laughing. I'm like, people do this, like, to get off. Like, people do cock and ball torture, man. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
Like, this is nuts. But like, it wasn't great. It wasn't a good sensation, but it was really funny. I had to laugh. It was one of those moments that's just like, how could this happen to me, kind of thing.
Well, it's one of those embarrassing things that you hear that's happened. Like you say, oh, make sure you don't touch yourself after, make sure you don't, be careful with that, It's
yeah. And I was saying to Mum, I'm saying every single time, I feel like every time I go to come onto this show and I don't have anything to say, something happened to me the day before, and then I have something to say.
Something embarrassing has happened.
Yeah, like episode 30, someone stole my video the night before we went to film.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then now, Tiger Balm rubbed on my nuts.
Oh man, those are some hot nuts, boy.
Yeah, man, that was not good. But all right, enough about cock and ball torture. Let's move on.
No, that's it. Let's move on from that. So
yeah. Sorry, guys.
now, Joel, I looked into a little conspiracy over the weekend. A conspiracy that has since been debunked, but there's still some details in it that don't make a lot of sense. So, it's known as the Wayfair conspiracy. Now, Wayfair is this company in the US that it's pretty much like, I guess you'd say it's like another IKEA or another Harris Scarf type thing. And now on their website, wayfair.com, they were selling these $10,000 to $15,000 cabinets that were listed for sale on the website, and there was a conspiracy that they were so expensive because they were actually trafficking children. So the idea was that because they were actually missing children because of the cabinets and the pillows' names, because for some reason they had names on them, like there'd be this cabinet is called Felicia, and this cabinet's called Alaya, and this one's called that, and so, but apparently I was seeing like this guy was debunking on Twitter, and he was saying that according to Wayfair, when you want to personalize something, like personalize a pillow, even like just putting one word or putting a name on there or something, the cost quickly jumps from, I think, $46.99 to around $10K. But I think that's fucking ridiculous still. Like okay, yeah, you've justified so that's not actually missing children, but why so expensive, man? It's something that really struck with me. And another thing is that those missing children names, yes, they are names of missing children's, but totally coincidentally, because many of those children on there have actually since been found. I know there's this one woman who got onto Facebook and was saying, like, oh, how do you guys know that I'm dead? How that I'm missing? I'm right here. I was found like 2 weeks after I was said to go missing, but there's this cabinet with my fucking name on it that's on there,
Yeah.
And another one was that and this one's pretty far-fetched, but that the Wayfair's president of operations was seen in 2003 with Ghislaine Maxwell in a photo back in 2003, and people were thinking, oh yeah, if Wayfair is, doing this sex trafficking, then yeah, they must, have some ties with Epstein. But turns out that person in the photo was just an actor, and Wayfair doesn't have a president of operations anyway. And so, yeah, I think all that's been pretty much debunked. But still, it's like, I think at the end of it, it's just like, yeah, listen, Wayfair are just they just sell really really overly priced cabinets and pillows, and if you want to personalize them, they're even more expensive. But I think they were comparing that conspiracy to the did you hear of Pizzagate in 2016? That was this. It was very clearly fucking bullshit, but it was this conspiracy that the reason why Hillary Clinton and her campaign had failed in the presidential election was because her and her campaign chief were running a sex ring out of this pizza shop, out of this restaurant. I don't know how that started, but that was pretty quickly debunked.
Wow.
But yeah, so there's Pizzagate in 2016, and now this new Wayfair conspiracy theory. So,
Damn,
you know, but I was thinking, how... So if that really was true, and they were trafficking children in these massive cabinets, which, yeah, I guess you could fit a child in there, you know, like you can fit a human in there easily enough. Which I think, you know, it probably is how it's done over the dark web, you know. Even... You know, trafficking people.
Disguising
it as something else, yeah. But still,
I thought they did that shit, like, with cargoes and boats and shit. Like, that's from what I've seen in movies. Not that I know. I'm not saying that I know.
What have you done, Joel?
I'm not saying that I know. I'm saying from what I've seen. So, like, in, like, I don't know, TV show Lucifer.
Yeah.
You know, people are coming off a boat and they've got, like, you know, things like, like, I don't know, TV show Daredevil. They've got people coming off a boat.
Yeah, well, even like people being shipped over, or like even like asylum seekers and that sometimes, you know, being taken over. Or kind of like in Lethal Weapon 4, I think it was, where there was that ship that was coming over that held all these immigrant slaves who were all in it, and then Murtaugh had to hide them all in his house.
Yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
So there's your conspiracy for the day, Joel.
Damn, son.
And it's been debunked. But if anyone has any other intel on it, you know, I guess the case is still... It could still be sort of open. You never know, man. A few plot holes here and there. But yeah.
It's interesting, man. Interesting.
Yeah.
Conspiracies.
Are you just looking up conspiracies?
Yeah, I was going to search up conspiracies, but...
Okay.
I had a better idea for a segment, actually.
Okay.
That I might.
Tell us.
I'm just doing this off the internet. I haven't prepared it. I kind of just thought of it now and I thought, this could be good. Hang on. No. Hang on.
I mean, isn't that pretty much the format of the show? We think of something that, oh yeah, that could work. Yeah, let's just come up with it right now on the spot. No planning. Let's just go straight forward.
Well,
you know?
It helps that I've got a computer right here, so I can just kind of search it up. All right.
That's
do you want to do a segment?
All right, go for it.
All right. So this is the Would You Rather segment. I just kind of thought, this would be fun to do. We can play a Would You Rather. So this isn't your normal one. This is a really fucked up version. And I thought this was perfect for our podcast. So
wonderful.
It's not
because we're a very fucked up thing.
Yeah. All right.
We're a fucked up show. Yeah.
We're not on the child-friendly side anyway, so what's the point?
That's right.
You know,
we might as well keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So, yeah, exactly. So, okay, here's one. Would you rather have taste buds on your butt hole or poop through your mouth?
Taste buds on my asshole, I think.
Yeah? What's that?
Well, I guess... Well, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it? With the so, like, you either way, you're still going to taste shit.
Yeah.
But you still use your mouth. But see, you still use your mouth to eat, though. That's the other thing. And you really want shit coming out the same hole that you eat. I think if I had taste buds on my ass...
You can always just clean your ass, man.
That's right, and you can always numb your ass, too. You can just, inject it with some stuff. You can, you can easily kill taste buds. What about you, Joel? Which 86%... would you rather?
Well, I was going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
86% of people have agreed with you, and 14% of people would rather poop through their mouth, which for me is kind of really
crazy.
odd.
That 14% are psychopaths. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Another one. Oh. Okay.
Okay. What?
I'm reading it.
TOS friendly?
Fuck it, man. Let's just do it. Would you rather have your mum walk in on you while you're losing your virginity, or have someone shart in your mouth while you eat them out?
How are those two similar, though?
They're not.
Like...
I don't know. Should we cut this bit out? I don't know, because I wasn't sure if that one was even good. I just read it.
it's good because it's terrible. Like, how do you compare? Like that. What are you comparing though? You know, it's not.
But the thing is, it's would you rather have someone come in and you'd be embarrassed, and then that's kind of like a scarred for the rest of your life? Your mum would be scarred.
Yeah, but see, the thing
if
is,
you have someone shit in your mouth.
Yeah, but if she walked in at that time, it's kind of. I mean, well, you think of like, oh yeah, if the old man came in, he'd be like, oh, good on your son, or whatever, and walk out. You know, there's that old thing. But you'd think it'd be embarrassing, but it'd be like. It'd be kind of like, oh, whatever, that's normal, you know. It'd kind of be like, oh, it's not.
Well,
it
would be embarrassing, you know. But at least you're not. At least you're not gonna have the story of someone who sharted in your mouth.
That's right. Yeah. So no, I'll go with the first one.
Yeah. 84% of people agree with you, and 16% say they'd rather.
Okay. Is that you know, that's that same 14% from the last question, and then 2% more are like, you know what, shit isn't so bad, being able to taste it. You know, fuck it, let's.
Yeah.
You know.
No, dude, let's do it. All right. Would you rather be forced to wear wet socks for the rest of your life, or only be allowed to wash your hair once a year? Oh no, that's. I wash my hair like nearly every day. And I don't want to walk around with wet socks, because that sucks. You ever walked home in the rain and it's just...
If ever I have wet socks, I'm always scared I'm going to have a cold the next day. Because I got told that once as a kid, like, oh, if you got wet socks, you're going to be sick the next morning, boy.
Well, you can.
So I'd say, I guess if your socks are always wet, yeah, that's uncomfortable. And your skin would always be peeling, so fuck that. Yeah, I just wash my hair once a year. Because then I might shave it all off. Then I won't, you know, it won't really.
Yeah, true.
Be a big deal. I guess.
True. That's true. Actually, yeah. Oh, this is a close one.
Yeah.
44% of people agreed with us, and 56 people would rather have wet socks.
Well, they're just dumb. They're just wrong.
That's weird.
They're just wrong.
All right. Okay, I'll find it. Oh no. Okay, that's definitely not going in. No, that's definitely not going in.
You sure?
I'll take a photo of it and I can send it to you, but this is definitely not going in. This is not. That's a bad one. Oh shit! I thought I sent that to the wrong person for a second. Don't say it, because that's not going in. That's not a thing. We're not gonna say that.
Oh my god!
We're not gonna say that.
Yeah, we can't say that. Yeah,
that's not going on. We're not saying that.
I'll save that one for the Tom and Frenchie podcast. That sounds like something Frenchie would say. All right.
Okay. Would you rather have Dev Patel take you on a romantic date once a week for a year, or have someone bring you free pizza once a week for a year? That's so easy. Wouldn't you just rather have someone give you What is this designed for? Wouldn't you just have free pizza a week for a year?
I think this one's designed for very indecisive people. It just sounds.
Well, I'm assuming you'd pick pizza, wouldn't you?
What was the second option?
Have Dev Patel take you on a romantic date once a week for a year.
What was the other one?
Or have someone bring you free pizza once a week for a year.
I mean, it's like, I mean, a lot of families do pizza night, you know? Like, sometimes what we do that, pizza night, maybe on a Friday or something, you know? It's a...
Yeah.
Like what if you and Patel didn't get along? It's like...
If it was... No. I was going to say Raj Patel, but then I was like, never mind, that's not his name anymore. His name's Austin. I was going to be like, yeah, alright, sure, but no.
Fucking sell out.
His name's not Raj Patel anymore. Alright. Your best friend committed a serious but non-violent crime and needs your help to cover it up. If you refuse to help them, they will go to jail for 25 years. Would you rather help them but have to live with a guilty conscience for the rest of your life, or refuse to help them and lose your best friend? I think it depends on what it is.
Well,
it all comes down to context.
Hang on. If I'm going to feel guilty for something he's done that isn't really that bad, but he could still go to jail for 25 years. It sounds like it was something pretty fucking bad. So I reckon fuck that guy.
But can't people go to jail for 25 years for certain things like fucking downloading movies?
Yeah, but that doesn't happen that often. If you're the creator of Pirate Bay, that might happen to you. I'm pretty sure that guy's in and out of jail. But
yeah,
no, I'd say fuck that guy. I'm not going to help him. Difference between 25 years, you know.
If it's non-violent, what could get you 25 years?
Yeah, a lot of things. It
It'd
could be
still
fraud,
be.
It could be.
He could be. You know, assisting someone. He didn't do anything violent, and he could have assisted someone who did something violent.
Yeah, but then the other thing is, well, then you're also an accessory as well if you're helping him. So you're just as guilty as he is. So no, fuck that guy. He's out of my circle of friends. Yeah.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, fucking hell. Well, apparently
risking,
29% of people agree with us, and 71% agree with help them, but have to live with the guilty conscience.
I think they're just too good people. Those ones
so
are just too good.
Majority would rather just help them out. That's fucking.
But the truth is, hang on. They say that, but we all know if someone did something fucked up like that, you wouldn't fucking help them.
Yeah, for 25 years.
You know, you'd pretend you never knew them.
Actually, wouldn't human trafficking be a non-violent crime?
Oh well, yeah, but you wouldn't. Yeah, but would you help them though? Would you help a friend though with that?
No. I'm just saying that could be something for 25
that is
years.
Another.
That could be a crime that's not necessarily violent. He could be assisting someone on that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So fuck them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's all we're learning. I think that's all we're learning from this one. No, fucking no way. No matter what the situation, if it's going to be non-violent, but still they're going to do 25 years, it must have been something pretty fucking bad that I don't want to risk being an accessory.
Yeah.
But okay.
Okay, I think this is the last one because this is running short. Alright, so would you rather find out the universe was created a couple days ago and all your memories and knowledge are fake, or find out you're in a coma right now and this text is a message from your doctor using advanced technology to wake you up?
Hang on, read the second one again. That fucked with my brain a bit. What?
Find out you're in a coma right now and this text is a message from your doctor using advanced technology to wake you up. So either way, your life is fake, is what it's saying. So either way, which way would you like to find out that your life was fake? The fact that it never happened, or it never happened? Which one would you like?
Well, I think that's kind of cool. If it
was it fabricated from being in a coma?
Yeah.
Or was it fabricated because, actually fabricated, because the universe was made a couple days ago?
Well, if the universe was created a couple days ago, that'd be fine because then I'd at least feel like, I'd feel like like one of the Blade Runners, one of the,
Yeah, true.
With that'd be kind of cool because then I've got that memory of Blade Runner and all those types of sci-fi things in my head, so I can just I can.
Oh yeah, and then you can actually you could do a dodgy and you can do what that Yesterday movie is and make all the Beatles songs.
Yeah, exactly.
They've never existed. So
never existed. That's right. And what else? Coca-Cola and J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter and everything else. a ciggy? Can I have a ciggy?
Harry Potter. Sorry, I said potty.
I think you've been on the potty too much, man. You fucking them bowel movements been fucking with you, man.
It's just man. Harry.
Ask me to the toilet.
Harry Potty. Can you imagine what Harry Pothead?
Harry Pothead.
All right, let's find out. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
29% of people agree with the universe one, and 71% of people would rather the coma.
They even watch Blade Runner.
No.
It's as simple as that.
Or the Matrix. It could be like a Matrix thing with the coma one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, true, actually. There could be well, that's the end of that segment. Goodbye. Would you rather? And you guys will never find out how fucked up that one Would You Rather was. Because we will never say it.
Maybe we'll
only
tell
Brandon
you
and I know.
Well, hey, maybe that could be a thing. Maybe Patreon listeners can learn eventually. So if we get a Patreon started, if we get enough people interested, then or it could be kind of like the warehouse poo from Luke and Lewis. Only people on Patreon can see it, or selected people they see in public. So it could be a small minority of our.
But that question is not going on the podcast. Like as soon as I read it, I was like, oh, like that was something I would say to my friends drunk, and then it would be like but it's not something I want to broadcast to a bunch of audience.
That's it. Like it's fine to say it to your friends, but maybe not something you'd say to a bunch of complete strangers on the internet. And then them to think, did he just fucking say that? Yeah. Or like when we had Connor call up the other week and started talking about Black Lives Matter, and we thought,
I have an unpopular opinion about Black Lives Matter. It's like,
not to say Black Lives Matter, but for those who haven't watched that episode, a couple episodes back, it was fine. It just prefaced the wording of what
you
of this
scared
statement
us
a little bit interestingly, but yeah. But it was okay in the end, and I was able to explain to him where he was wrong in his assumption. Not that Black Lives don't matter, but that, what it seemed like he was going to say, that, that could have potentially been not so
very
good.
bad.
That's right. But no, we fixed that. That was all good. I think we handled that situation all right with the reassurance.
How's my camera been looking? Have I been lagging around?
No, not at all this episode. It's good.
Sweet.
Joel had an Ethernet cable. Now, because you might have noticed last episode with Nick, Joel's camera looked fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because he needed an Ethernet cable plugged directly into the camera all the way to his Wi-Fi router. But no, looking good now, man. Yeah.
Well, it's just because of the internet. Because I was using a stick. Like, I was using this little thing for the Wi-Fi. And it just wasn't cutting it. Because, like, I would constantly get messages saying that I was dropping in and out. So, and the previous Zoom episodes I've been doing over my laptop, which has like a, laptops usually have like a built-in Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah.
So it's usually a lot stronger with laptops with Wi-Fi. But since my computer, let's see if people can see it. My computer here, this fucking beast, it can't do Wi-Fi. Well, it can, but not well.
Yeah, it's on my computer upstairs. We got an Ethernet cable plugged into that too. But yeah, it's all working
so
now.
Much easier. So much better, man.
So much more better, man. Yeah, better than that laptop you had since year 10. Is that how old that laptop was? Or year 9 even?
Yeah.
Shit, man.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. And it's fucking pretty much, it's really broken, but yeah. I do use it like when I'm just decided I don't want to be looking at a huge TV screen. To be doing things. I use it just when I want to kind of like lay down on my bed and just be like, watch Netflix without straining my eyes with this huge motherfucking screen. But yeah.
Fuck yeah. So what have you been up to on the weekend, man? What have you been up to since I last saw you? You watched any movies? Seen anything good?
I haven't been watching any movies actually, which is really odd. I've been watching a new thing, not chess anymore. That's over. That's over and done with. Those tournaments are done.
That's good.
I probably could drop in every now and then, but no, I don't really want to because I found other things to watch. I've been watching. This might sound even worse, actually.
Okay.
I've been watching
Checkers.
Connect 4. No. I've been watching. Camera. I've been watching Mario 64 speedruns.
Mario 64 speedruns. Okay.
I've been watching this guy called Clint Steve. Yeah, actually, if you've ever played Mario 64, like back in the day,
okay.
It's a fun little nostalgia game, and then watching someone beat it as fast as possible or fuck up, it is pretty fun to watch, actually.
Yeah, okay.
But I've been watching this guy called Clint Stevens do it, and they just give each other different challenges, like collect this many stars before you finish it, or it's interesting. It's interesting. I can't speak. It's interesting to see how fast people can complete things, and then beating their times and stuff. And it's just, I don't know. I've just been watching that kind of shit recently, and then just making sketch videos.
Fuck yeah, man.
So, yeah.
Shit, Aussie Dad say that was a good one.
Yeah. Aussie Dad things.
Yeah.
Aussie Dad things.
And that one you did where we shaved your head. 400 views now, is it?
Yeah, 400
on
views.
YouTube, yeah. Shit,
I'm not
man.
even that like super proud of that one. Oh, I like the shaved head
Yeah.
part, but just the gameplay bit, I just felt like it wasn't even that good.
Yeah,
Like I almost didn't upload that because
because
but
of,
apparently it's doing good in
yeah.
the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's good, man. Is it so that's your that's your best video so far in there of the 3 you've uploaded? Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
yeah, it's got
the
400
second one, yeah.
views. It's fucking
Shit,
nuts, man.
Oh, that's excellent.
I wasn't even
man.
expecting that to happen. So I might have to do more stuff like that.
Fuck yeah,
guess.
man.
Yeah, man. But what about you? How's your Big Brother video going?
Yeah, well, that's been up for a week now. That did pretty well. Got a lot of feedback from that. That was a lot of fun to make.
Keelan commented on that, didn't he?
That's right, he did. He did. He was enjoying the tunes, and I was like, well, hey, man, it was all thanks to you, because you always use that theme song in the majority of your videos and that. So, I was glad to use that, because that's been non-copyrighted, because I think someone had edited it or something, because it's from the 2007 Big Brother theme song. But yeah, and while we're on the subject of Big Brother, I haven't done a recap in a little while.
Yep.
I actually had to binge a lot of episodes yesterday because I just had not watched it in over a week or so. But basically, guys, Marissa the old lady's gone, Hannah's gone, Xavier's gone, Casey's gone, Kieran, old mate Kieran
not Casey.
No, not Casey.
Not Casey.
No, it was good to see her.
Kieran?
Gone. She was one of the other alphas in the house. Yep, Kieran was evicted last night, but with a twist. Now, they make it seem like, oh my god, the biggest twist in Big Brother history. This happens every fucking season. But, so the twist is that he's been taken to another room, known as the White Room, and this is like a social experiment inside of a social experiment, inside itself, where he's in this room all alone, where everything in the room is white. He has to survive there, X amount of days or whatever, and then if he survives it without pushing this red button that will let him leave, he's allowed back in the house, I think. And there's 2 buttons there, and I think 2 beds, so I think the next person who gets evicted, because they're down to the top 5, I think now. So the next person who gets evicted will be with him, and then I think they'll be competing inside this separate social experiment. But in the meantime, in the promos for the next episode, all the other housemates have lost like all the furniture in the in the house for some reason, and and they all got to wear white or something like that. So in the words of Dan, Big Brother, you actually outdone yourself. Fucking unbelievable, mate.
There's
You've
no
actually
Vegemite,
outdone
Big
yourself.
Brother.
Actually, that was a thing. That character I made, Nathan, the laziest cunt in Perth, who's based loosely on Kieran, the worst driver in Adelaide, because he was the laziest one of the house. Never, cleaned the dishes like 3 times in the entire time he's been in the house. And the boys were doing this thing where they were putting Vegemite on everything to make him like clean it all off.
Oh my god.
So,
I love
that was
Vegemite.
good. Vegemite's so fucking good, man.
Vegemite, mate.
Yeah. But on the weekend I watched something interesting. It was this film, you might have heard of it, Guns Akimbo. It was a film made that flopped. It was made last year in New Zealand, and it stars Daniel
is that
Radcliffe. Yeah.
Yep.
So the one where he's got guns bolted to his hands, and he's like thrown into this live stream that's like online where people are forced to fight to the death, and he's basically, he started out as, he's just a guy who works for this application or whatever, this company that runs this little app of some beaver or whatever, and he's like a troll, like he just kind of just spectates and just says, oh, you guys are a bunch of crazy fucking idiots watching this shit, and then the CEO of the company of the stream finds him on there, and then finds his IP address, and then they kidnap him, bolt these guns to his hands, and then he's forced to fight this other chick. For a movie that's so like, it's so like deliberately over the top. It's kind of like, I guess it's. Did you ever watch Upgrade?
Is that Netflix film? Or is that a different film that I'm thinking of?
It might be another one might be on Netflix, but no, it wasn't a Netflix film per se.
Okay.
But one of the directors of Saw, he it's like a guy who's become completely paralyzed, and this guy gives him this little chip thing into his spine, and then he can move again, but he's got like but that chip he put into his spine is like a computer chip, and it's got like a mind of its own, and it's able to control his bodily movements to help him fight against people.
Okay.
So that's like a really violent film. So I'd say Guns Akimbo, I'd say it's like a combination of Scott Pilgrim versus the World and Upgrade. So it's kind of like, just super cheesy and kind of dumb, but it's also really violent. And it was a lot better than I was expecting, for such a wacky concept. It was half good because it knows it's stupid, it knows it's a ridiculous idea, so it's like constantly making fun of that idea. But no, it was actually quite funny. And
okay.
It's a bit of
yes,
fun.
Sorry,
I'd
I thought that was
it.
I thought that was... There's this Netflix film I saw a bit ago. I can't fucking remember what it's called. I thought it might be called Upgrade, like you said. But I think it had Dave Franco in it, if I remember, and one of the dudes from Stranger Things... Not Stranger Things, I'm fucking dumb. I watch too much Netflix. Fucking 13 Reasons Why. It had one of the dudes from there, and I think maybe Dave Franco in it, and it was something to do with, like, streaming... And they had to do, like, these wacky-ass fucking things that the viewers want them to do. And then they get money from it.
Nerve.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's right.
Nerve.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that one. That's what it was reminding me of. Something like that.
That's a lot like, Guns Akimbo is like that, but it's just ultra-violent, type stuff. Okay. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And it was just... Because a lot of the time it spent him... Okay, he's woken up in his apartment, he's got these guns... bolted into his hands. Now he's got to do his daily activities, go take a piss, try and not shoot his dick off, try and get dressed, try and do all this other shit, trying to drive with these fucking...
Yeah.
And I thought, and Daniel Radcliffe, he pulls off one hell of an American accent. He was pretty good. Playing just this fucking loser.
Fair enough. Should I give it a watch then? Would you recommend?
Yeah, if you're interested. Yeah, I'd recommend it. It was a solid flick, a fun, mindless kind of movie. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Movie where Daniel Radcliffe isn't Harry Potter? Holy shit. I've got to see this, man.
He's done a number of survival movies. I think there was one called Jungle, where he has to survive in the jungle. And then there's this other one, Swiss Army Man, where Daniel Radcliffe is like him and his mate are out in the jungle, whatever. But Daniel Radcliffe is dead. He's a dead body. So he plays a dead body with this guy who's kind of gone a bit insane out in the middle of nowhere, out in the jungle, and he keeps dragging Daniel Radcliffe with him, and in his mind, Daniel's talking to him the whole time. So he's like, the whole character is just this figment. It's just,
Ah, okay.
But yeah.
Wasn't he also in Now You See Me Too?
Yeah, he was. I never saw that, though.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't as good as the first one. As far as a movie about magicians can go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was okay. But yeah, I haven't really seen it in much else.
What else have I seen? Oh yeah, I watched. I bought and watched because I saw the other day that Isaac Butterfield has uploaded his latest special that's available to stream now, Anti-Hero. And I thought, I hadn't actually watched the Butterfield Effect in full before. I'd just seen, clips he'd put up and that. So I bought that, showed it to my family. I think they enjoyed it. It was...
That's good. It was good to hear.
Good fun. I mean, at the start, my dad was going, I don't know, I think he swears a bit too much. So I can't fuck up, Dad. I couldn't tell if he was saying that, like, ironically. Like,
He might have been saying that because you're watching it with the family.
Maybe, but nah. If you know my dad, it's not. But no, they enjoyed it, and it was funny. It's good. I think the only part that I just couldn't relate to was the one about about rugby league. I mean, like the main commentator for rugby league. I've got no idea who that is, but he's this icon with this iconic, commentator voice, and he was saying how like something about imagine if his voice. I'm totally butchering this joke. I think it was like him. So he does an impression of him. His voice. I think his voice. Spectating sex or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't fucking remember. But I think he also did that as a joke for like boxing commentators or something else to give you confidence in the bedroom or something. But yeah, no, it was good. It was really funny. But yeah. So I might check out the anti-hero one. I don't know when he filmed it. I think that must have been last year. But yeah.
Fair enough. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I just remembered something fantastic.
Yeah.
Brandon and I nearly got on to the Austin show.
That's right. Hey, I reckon that's a call for a celebration.
Hell yeah. Woo! We nearly got on. We didn't quite make the cut.
No.
But we nearly got on. How legendary is that? Remember that? Do you guys remember that clip? Of course you guys remember. You guys are dedicated fans. You remember that episode, the craft beer episode, where we went, Raj, mate. Back when he was called Raj. We said, Raj, mate, get us on the show. We nearly did. We nearly got on the show. How awesome's that, guys? So,
We nearly did
I think that's
by
awesome.
sending their recruitment page a photo, a selfie, and a bit about us.
And ironically, we both were popping a shackers in the photo.
We were.
We didn't even talk about it. We both just took a selfie and we both were popping a shackers. It was nuts.
Man.
But we nearly got on, and if we ever do get on, we will make sure to tell you guys. But
that's right.
I think that's a win.
Definitely, it's a win in my book too, man.
So we nearly went on the Austin show, man, and it would have been so epic. It would have been so good, guys.
It would have been fantastic, and we might not be here right now.
But they missed out.
Yeah, it's their
they missed
their
out
loss.
on content.
Their loss,
it
not
was
ours.
Their loss.
I mean, because what was it going to be? We'd have to get up at about 6 a.m. on Saturday because they do it Friday night.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
See, I remember you were trying to explain to me the rules of how the Austin show, or previously known as the Raj show, how it all works when they get guests on, and I was like, man, I'll just work it out when we get on, but unfortunately that never happened. But maybe sometime in the future,
I reckon, because I was watching a bit of the stream after I woke up because I couldn't be fucked waking up early to watch it. I watched it after, and the chick, spoilers, guys, if you don't hear any spoilers, block your ears. Everyone. But she lost. She actually lost the show. So the show the episode, it's all about this chick. She lost. So she might get another one. She might not get another one. But you know what? Opportunity for Brandon and I to get on. And when we get on, the content will be fire.
Will be
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking tastic, guys. So yeah, and if anyone here are listeners of viewers of Austin, let him know that hey, we want to see the Skeptic and the Dude on here ASAP. We want to see them on there right now.
Exactly. Just tell them, hey, get them on, and then
right.
we'll make fire content. It's that simple.
Fuck yeah, man.
We'll go on there as guests, and we'll just be like a pow, and then we'll win, and then that's it.
Fuck yeah, man.
Easy
Easy
win. Easy clap. Easy.
Surely. Yeah. I reckon we'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching. Also, it's Harrison Ford's 78th birthday, so happy birthday, you old bastard.
Happy birthday, Mr. Indiana Jones himself.
That's it, mate. Fucking Han Solo. Fucking legend.
Han Solo. The Blade
Fucking
Runner.
life, man. Blade Runner. Fucking that one scene in Apocalypse Now. Back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez,
Damn,
man.
son.
Fuck yeah.
Happy B-Day.
Alright, guys. This the Skeptic and the Dude. We're out.
Hello, viewers of the Skeptic and the Dude podcast. I am here to let you know that if you don't subscribe/follow, you ain't getting to heaven. Peace out.